Hello there guys, girls, and basically everyone else. My name is Atten, and I'm here today to do sort of a video on MTA Lua. Now, here I have a chunk of Lua code that I've basically written up, and, it's a pretty basic piece of Lua, but it's not, really basic. I mean, it's got a degree of complexity to it. It makes use of logic and some MTA functionality. It also makes use of, getting elements that have been sent over by the event handler. Now, instead of just, writing up the code in this video, I'd prefer to explain it. What I've created here is a function. It can accept one element, which is the player element. Now, what this piece of logic does is it checks to see if the player element is actually being sent through. If it is actually sent through, it'll do everything here. It'll set the element velocity, the player, to go up. Now, MTA works off x, y, z coordinates. If you increase the z value, that person or element will go into the sky. The x and y values are for just changing position on the map. It basically works a lot like the coordinates in atlases and on maps. I used output chatbox to say that it works, and it will color it, I believe, green. It will also kill the ped. Kill ped accepts one element, the player element. So we'll just quickly check that. Okay. It does accept optional arguments, however, we're not really going to make use of them. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly walk into the marker. Basically all it does is sends you flying and then kills you before you hit the ground. Create marker works, pretty simply. First of all, here you need to call the event, create marker, or I should say function. You put in the x, y, and z floats, basically the positions you'd get from here. You need to define what you want this, marker to be. You have the option of checkpoint, ring, cylinder, arrow, or corona. In this case, we've used cylinder. You'll need to define that as a string. Now the size, basically for this marker is 3. The color is red, which is 255 for red, 0 for green, and for the alpha we have 255. Visible to has just been left out because we don't need to do anything with that particular argument. So that's basically, how you create the marker. Now, without the event handler, the marker wouldn't do anything. It would just be, an element. It wouldn't do anything. When you walk into it, it wouldn't say anything. So what you need to do is to connect an actual event handler to, the actual marker. Now, an event handler, basically triggers a function when an event happens. So this is how it works. It creates an event handler. Now, if you hit the marker, aka being the marker, it'll trigger the function hit. And what will happen is it will basically just trigger this. So, that's pretty much how this little function works. Now, once you've triggered this, it'll of course, give the hit function a player element, which would be, the element that hits the marker. So that's pretty much how you're able to, kill the player and so on. Anyways, I'm going to end my video here. You can contact me on the nuke321 at yahoo.com.au, I believe. You can find me on gtirpg.net under Atten. You can find me on the MTA forum. You can also contact me just in the comments. So yeah, if you have any criticisms, ideas, or basically anything else related to this video, or basically anything, then just feel free to either put it in the comment section or contact me through one of many means. I'll leave some of my contact information below, so if you have any questions you can ask them, and yeah, you can also get access to the wiki just by of course going to the MTA website. You can also again access the forum and talk to some people who have been working with Lua for a very long time. If you go to scripting, you can get assistance from some very, very qualified and very, very intelligent people in the MTA community. So anyways, here I'm going to just leave this video here, let you guys do some experimentation for yourself. Feel free to ask me any questions, and be sure to read some information on the wiki. It'll make things infinitely easier for you. In my next video I'm going to be doing something a bit more practical, so yeah, see ya.